Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tripping. I'm sitting here waiting for our guest, and he texts me back. He's like, I can't be there till after 10, fool. So that's my bad, y'all. I was sitting back there waiting for no reason. Um, yeah, so tonight we got Tang coming up in the chat. And what's up, brother? What's up, Walter P380? Swamp Dog. That was a dope show, Swamp Dog. Good job. Had a bunch of great guests on too. T for Tejas. What's up, man? Original or nothing? Man, that's how I am, bro. I've never even tried any of the other craziness. Safety Doc. What's up, brother? Robert Ribbit Harrison. Chanamemba. DLD After Dark. Good evening. I'm playing. Sport Brand. What's cracking? What's cracking? Dirt McGirt. GD Bacon. I want to ride. Joe Morris. What up? Sorry, I gotta greet all y'all. What's up? Wu-Tang Clan with the little music joint. I love it. Love it. I drink free range, all natural bull urine because I'm kind of a health nut. LOL. Sport Brand with the with the comment of the evening. What's up, Flying Rich? Swampy crushing it. Swampy crushing in. That should be your name. Swamp B crushing it. JK, I live on hot dogs, cigs, and coffee. Hey man, hot dogs are where it's at, bro. I mean, you gotta be careful where you eat them and how you eat them. And can't be like doing that shit on camera. JST Supply. How you going to start on time tonight? I know, man. I actually I would have started at 9:30, but waiting on a guest, and I don't want to go live without him. But it's a pretty cool guest. It's a a guest. If that's a hint on who it is. Oh, but it does say it in the title as well. That's one thing. Mike Lassen, Man Against the Masses. S. Armitage, what's up? What's up? Opie, what up? JST, it was great to see you. I'll just say this. It was great to see you on another show. It was also just great to see you. And it's good to see you in chat, man. Running around doing the whole internet thing. Love it. Walter P380 and I had both ended up in a Kyle trial chat tonight. And I'm sitting there watching all these, frankly, just disgusting people say all these terrible things in this chat to internet people that they don't know. And I just see bloop, and it goes up in the chat, and it's Walter P380. I'm like, what? Hold up. So I start saying stuff, and I'm like tagging him in it so you would hopefully see the yellow. But man, 14,000 people in one stream. The comments were just like, like it was crazy. Yeah, Swampy's out here doing it, man. Swampy, I mean, you may even say that Swampy has a professional podcast stream cast channel cast. No, it was dope. It was good to watch, and honestly, there was a lot of great guests too. So keep doing your thing, brother. Oh, don't even get me started on Ryle Kittenhouse. Dude, that shit, 3 days of deliberation, like, bro, you are killing me. Let's see if just that did it. Let's see. Let's run a check. Oh wow! It didn't take us down. That's crazy. Yes, I would like to build one kitten house. How would you guys build a kitten house? Freaking guess. I know, JST Supply. Can you believe it? Swampy Show was rocking tonight. Rocking. Dark Mavis. Bam. Richard already. Disliked. I know. Guys, here, I'll let all y'all know in a little secret, let all y'all know. It's Flying Rich that is giving a dislike every single time. I know it's hard to believe, but he pretends to be one of us, but I can't have you guys just be fooled anymore. Okay. I most certainly did not follow up that Red Bull with a Truly. I've never even had a Truly, and when I see people drinking them, it makes me feel weird inside. Jeff Cron, what up? Oh, let me show y'all. Hold on. Whew. Pop my last sweat. Whew. See how I'm not handling this? This is on a freaking bamboo stick. Okay. So this is, man, you can't even tell. This is the battle worn Slizide. Hold up. Let's see if I can hit that. Oh, yeah. All right. So this is the battle worn slide. You really can't tell by looking in the. Hold on. Let me change the light. Okay. That is terrible. Yep. That's terrible. Okay. So notice that I'm not handling this. But this is just a component. It's a grip module. It's nothing. So way cooler than, yeah, you can barely tell. Way cooler than a, just regular 80% piece of plastic that is a non-firearm component. Yeah, man. Hold on, let me get light on this. Oh, much better. Much better. So it's like a soft kind of minty green, almost like a grayish green. And see if that helps. Nope, not better. There we go. So it's like a soft, like grayish green, almost like a minty seafoam green with the battle worn on it. And let me turn this bad boy. You know how I get fancy. I just put that ish on a kebab stick, So I can't really turn it either. And it's hard to get the light on this shit. There we go. That better one paint job. There we go. Too many crickets. There we go. The underside is pretty dope. The undercourage. Let me get the light right. You know, got some good color in it, some good black, some good green, but it's not like overly green. Still got some black in there on the grip. And what do y'all think? Better than just leaving it factory polymer 80 black? I think the person that wins this is going to be way happier that they have one that's got a little bit of custom flair to it. Jesus, I can barely get that shit on there. There we go. Yeah, it just doesn't do it any justice, man. Seeing it in person is like the truth.
Just singing me in, bro.
When I step inside. What's up, brother? How's it
What's
going?
up? What's on the stick? Was that frame you showed me a picture of earlier?
Oh, that's that framey frame. I bet it sucks. There's no light.
Yeah,
Well, for some reason, pictures don't do it justice.
The pictures you sent look pretty good.
But, yeah, the pictures look dope. Actually, see, I'm tripping. Yeah, good idea. I'm literally gonna pull up a picture of the picture. It's funny because I actually did something that I should have started doing a long time ago and just started like documenting it. I was like, you know what? I am going to document the whole process of painting this thing. And then I, hopefully that stays there, and started recording, the whole shit from the beginning, what to do, what solution to use to wipe down the battle worn, to get the battle worn. So I'll be dropping a video on that, and it gives some pretty damn good principles on how to get a good paint job.
Yeah, the photos you showed me looked legit. So I'm kind of excited. It's something I dabbled in once or twice, but I sucked at. Yeah.
Oh yeah, boom, boom.
Yeah. Get it,
All right,
girl.
get it, girl. There we go. Here's a with the white joint.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
don't think I saw
grayish.
that pic before, dude. I like that contrast. Like
Nice.
that fucking photo pops. Yeah,
Nice
and that's
undercarriage, right?
yeah. I like your undercarriage. It is nice.
Nice undercarriage. Yeah, no, it was fun. The next one is going to be dope because the other one is going to be the Alumahide. It's just a can of Alumahide. It is stainless gray, so it'll be super bright contrast, especially when you go back. Because basically, what you do is you get some.
You gonna give us all the secrets right now? We don't have to wait for the video to drop.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm just
a
kidding. Yeah,
small
go
part of the
ahead.
secret.
Preview. Yeah,
But you're right though. You're right. Can't give it all. Y'all got to watch the video. I
yeah.
still got to edit that mug. But yeah, basically, after everything is done, you go back and just hit spots with sandpaper, and it starts to remove the black. But if you go back over the same spot, it brightens the base color. So like if you take the black off, it still leaves the base color darkened. So if you kind of hit it again with sandpaper, it just starts to brighten up that area. So you can kind of like tame it from like, okay, here's where a natural wear spot would be, so I'm
Right.
gonna kind of brush right there. Then as that the middle of that gets light, then I start to kind of like bleed it out a little bit. It's cool, man. It's fun.
You got to kind of have a delicate touch probably to do that, right? I mean, those coatings
Super.
aren't super thick. So you've got to, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's like anything else, man. Where like anything else, I feel like in this, what do I want to call it, genre on this topic, right? Building something, painting something,
Yeah.
trying to do something that artistic in particular. Yeah, hopefully by the time you get to fine coating things like you're going to show everybody, yeah, you've developed that soft touch, not to push too deep or too hard.
Yeah, because if you do
That's what she
go,
said.
I know it's hard not to crack a joke on that one. But if you do, I mean, the good thing is like with Battle Worn, I think one of the reasons that I love it is like, let's say you do just totally gouge it up, it's battle worn. Like it's supposed to look beat
Yeah.
up, So it's like, but for like, I guess anyone can take this. For me, the best thing has been copying battle worn. So like on that white one, I copied a picture on the internet.
Right.
So with that one, I just copied the white one. So I'll just eventually keep going until like it's just like my natural thing. But I still got to copy because it's kind of honestly, it's a pattern.
Right. Yeah, it's
Right.
that wear is gonna develop in the same places. You're absolutely right. So if you want to do it authentic, yeah, you've got to. There's certain locations, right, where it's got to be focused or concentrated. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'm in it.
Heck yeah. So freaking Putang, aka Olivier Dravington,
That's your service.
that's your service. Yeah, man. Thank you for joining us. My apologies about the time. I'm like, dang, man, what's going on?
Don't sweat it, dude. I thought this was like I thought it was 10, right? And then I was watching the same thing you were watching a little bit of. I was
Yeah.
catching Swamp Dog's like second episode with all the Jordans and those
Oh,
cats, right? And Rogue and Rod from Aegis.
yeah.
I was catching that. I was like, all right, 9:43. I can go, tuck the kid in and do his nightly routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually left my phone in the other room and ran down while he was brushing his teeth and was like, F, I feel bad. I was supposed to be on there already. So I'm
Oh
sorry
no,
to
dude, you're totally good. Like I get it. A lot of times, I'm late hopping on here just because putting the little one down, going through the whole routine and reading books.
Amen.
Yeah. But any new hot new things you're working on? Anything crazy?
Am I? I don't know. Actually, I think I told you I booked the hotels for
Ooh,
this.
dang!
Did you get yours already?
I didn't get a show. I got to go on there and get.
No, I meant to ask John, or maybe is there like some special perks you get if you show up if you order one of these shirts ahead of time from Black Swan?
Ooh,
And You should. I was going to give out wet hugs, man, to anybody wearing this green shirt. So, I mean,
So I got an idea on that. So we do have to confirm. Maybe Crump just hasn't had that idea yet, so we can encourage him. But I got an idea about your wet hugs. I, I want to make a shirt. I got one more slot available in our merch store right now. I'm gonna make a shirt that says like in a super dope font like hashtag wet hugs, and then like I'll put like DLD Crumpy, like all the people that are in it on the back too. I just think it'd be dope.
Hilarious. Speaking of putting people on, man, where's your Vice? I can't see the comments, by the way. I'm not gonna look. I left the laptop upstairs because I was running around doing my own things. I didn't want to be late later, but Zach Carr and the GD Bacon and General Corn Pop and Aegis Gun Care and BV Luminous.
Damn.
And Dean. I wrote down Dean. F. I'm
Yep.
sure there was something more to Dean. Or that's Peen. I'm not sure. It's Dean or Peen.
No, definitely Dean. And
Montana. They are all waiting.
I know.
Waiting.
I still haven't gotten the Vice.
It's fine. I'm probably just gonna have to buy it and then take the money out of you. I didn't even go look, and I meant to, and maybe I'll remember tonight when we get off here. I want to go see if there's like any really nice Vices, man. I know you were gonna diamond encrusted or bejewel it or 24 karat plate.
Definitely bejewel.
See if there's like something really hot. Battle worn Cerakote that shit if nothing else.
Oh, bro, I should get a
like this
Vice.
Is not a brand new Vice.
Yeah,
I've been using this. This is my Pappy's. Yeah, World War I Vice. Right.
I actually had a dude offer me a Vice. He was moving, and he was a welder. He was in the neighborhood, and he welded together his own steel table. He had a Vice from like 19 something, very early 1900s, from a railroad track, and then he had an anvil from like the early 1900s from a railroad track, and he's like, dude, it was probably like 250 pounds of solid steel. Like the Vice, like you could put a truck in a Vice. And I go back, I hit him up actually, and I'm like, yo, like you still got that? And he's like, oh no, I took it to the junkyard and scrapped it. It's like, oh my god, all that history.
That's a lot of space, though, man. You got to have room for something like that. I mean, it's gorgeous. I'd take it. I got 2 benches down here right now. I'd throw out and replace with that son of a bitch. But it's something you can't really impulse take. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
it would have been super awkward. It was like in my place, like in the middle of the kitchen, like, hey guys, cooking, gotta
fucking giant anvil just sitting beside you. Yeah.
Oh shit. Hell yeah. I will tell you, I'm pretty tempted to just jump into the 320, like without getting access to a drill press.
Go ahead and try it, man. I mean, what are you going to use those bits I sent to you? Those should be a little like, I mean, they're higher caliber than should be stronger, better than the included with purchase free ones that comes with JSD's jig. Yeah, I've used them before, but dude. Or even just use that cutting. I mean, you can try. Maybe you're steadier than me. You'll probably make it. So you're gonna use a hand drill, right? So it's definitely gonna wear you out. So you might not get them all done before you from pushing. You don't want to lean into it, but just from like keeping it steady. Yeah. It's gonna take hours. But if you use that cutting fluid, I think you should try it, man. I know a guy that could get you another mup if you mess it up too badly. So
for real?
Yeah. I mean, maybe if that's an experiment, you do it.
Yeah, I would feel terrible though.
No, do it. No, do it. I want to hear about it. I want you to do it because I probably never will. I'm too accustomed to the drill press. I got it easy. I want this. Yeah, I don't know anyone that's ever done it or tried to with a hand drill. So, the bigger bits, you'll for sure be okay.
Okay.
The smaller ones, there's enough there that a little bit of movement might make them snap off, but we'll take care of that later. No, I want you to do it. Do it.
I'll keep
do it. Stop talking about it and be about it. We just decided right here. You're going to change your life. Probably change all of our lives. I'm going to be like, I don't know what the hell.
What the hell? I don't need a Vice to do that, like in-house. Like a drill press, I can slap it in someone else's Vice and go through the drill press, but it will also give me encouragement to go out and finally get the Vice.
Yeah, give it a shot. I mean, you really could do it holding on a table. I mean, the sides of the jig, you see the sides are square. I mean, you could
Yeah,
try to just, I mean, dang.
it is
Yeah, use it.
supposed to kind of. I noticed that it like squeezes them up like a
Mm,
tad when it goes in there. That's
you're
normal.
right. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Yeah. So you bend the tabs over. Yep. No, you're right. You should do it with that plate in there. It should be secured. I lied. Don't try to hold it down because it could. It'll wiggle up, and you'll end up with this hole here, and if your geometry's blown when you go to throw that thing together, it's yeah.
I actually wasn't even thinking of that, so I
Uh,
definitely will. JST Supply. He said, "Be the guy that does it. I'll send you another one."
I told you we know a guy. Yeah, I know a guy that'll give you another one if you mess it up.
Yeah.
You know what? They actually are. They are pretty good about that. I don't know a whole ton of people that have messed it up.
Yeah.
But as far as that mop's concerned, like even if you make a first mistake, they'll or I end up talking to a lot of people that obviously bought it from them. They make it. They have it patented. That reach out to me and like I did this, and like they'll take care of you. You know, show them that picture, whatever you did, and they do. I don't know anybody that they haven't. You know, if you happen to blow it or what. I knew a guy that was using a drill press even and snapped one of the smaller bits off, like just moved this at speed, we know with the heat and everything, and moved his vise a little too much and snapped the bit off and couldn't hammer it back out. It was stuck in the jig.
You think?
Go ahead.
Sorry,
no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Go ahead.
You think lower RPMs are best, or what? I didn't go through it, like study.
Yeah, I wish I had. I should tell JST to include something like that. Maybe. I don't know. Did you pop that bit box open?
I did. Yeah. Yep. I took a look at it. I do want to.
Yeah, they put it inside of here, but these guys from what? This is from that what you call it? Crap! I still never emailed that guy back. Yeah,
the bits kits.
Yeah, there's a paper one wrapped around the bits, and they give you this little chart.
Oh, okay.
That gives you RPMs. Yeah, and I meant to tell Jordan. I mean, this is just a piece of paper. It looks like he probably not glue stick, or maybe he had this box pre-printed, but that is super helpful.
Yeah.
Like what RPMs. But if you're using a hand drill, you're pretty much stuck at 1 RPMs. I don't think they even go this fast. I'm not sure what a hand drill is, but it maybe goes up to 1,000 probably, your average hand drill. Okay. So whatever speed it goes, you'll be all right. Just use this crap. Whether you're going to keep the bits or not, steal that little bottle or get some of that Tap Magic. I think I told you last time I never used it, and I feel like such an idiot once I did. It's just incredible. It really is.
I will do the. So I got 2 Dremels to choose from, and obviously the regular hand drill too. Right. But I'll keep the bits in the giveaway, but I'll just use, for whoever wins it, I'll use a little bit of the cutting oil first, if you don't mind.
I think the other bottle I've got, where is it? That little bottle that came in one of the other sets of bits I got from that Sig 80 Bit Kits place. I think I used 1/3 of it on them up, and I'm super generous with the lube or the cutting fluid. So yeah, there'd still be 2/3 of it left. Or actually, I might buy a big bottle, and maybe I'll have an extra small bottle. I'm not sure. When are you doing the giveaway? Oh no, Flying Rich is here. I have to go.
Yeah, me too. See you guys. Thanks for stopping by. So I'll be scheduling it within a week, but I'm technically supposed to have 2 holsters coming my way.
Oh wow!
And I want to be able to include them in the giveaway, but I also don't want to push the giveaway out like too far out.
Nah, it's all right. How long ago did you hit that to?
I just hit it this past. Probably like 4 days ago. 5. Was it Saturday? It may have been Saturday.
Nah, you can give it a week. Make a flyer, hype it up, pop it on the community page.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What I'm excited about? Now, I'm not really excited about it being almost riot season, man. At least I'm preparing for it. I'm back into shoulder holsters.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I actually ordered a 320 with a 365 piece to put in. I ordered the DeSantis New York Undercover only because it seemed to be the one that was best reviewed and was modular and was a decent price point. I think it was like $130, but it has like the snaps can only come apart one way, but basically you can quick snap off the holster and put another model on. Nice. So I'm gonna like winter under the jacket EDC the 320 that I built.
Oh yeah.
And do a 365 in the summer.
Nice. That's dope. when are the 365s gonna be available for
F
people?
man, I don't know. Next month.
Really?
I've been waiting since like SHOT Show 2019. So
Dude.
I actually don't know. What did he say the other day? He said the dude. I don't remember. So yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, I
I
thought
think
you
the
were
last time
serious
I
about a
heard
week.
was 2 weeks ago, and it was supposed to be 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know, man. But
Okay, so maybe within a week. Okay, that'd be dope.
I still, well, no, I think if it's not out right now, I would guess at least 2 more weeks. But did you know this already, or did we already talk about this, or did he already tell you about this? I think they're going to release the jig, a 3D printed version of it.
What?
Now you have to cut the rails, right? I know this much about the process. It's going to come with a bit, and you have to like depth set it basically, right? Or
Okay.
sink the bit a certain amount into the drill press. You might need a drill press. Now maybe you can use a Dremel. I have no idea about what you need or what's best right now. But you actually have to zip the whole rail. So if you haven't seen a 365, the rail is like most of the length of the gun or like half of it.
Oh wow.
Instead of the 320 FCU that's on the ends or the Glocks we're used to that are on the
Yeah.
ends.
Yep.
It goes like from the back all the way up past the trigger. It's a continuous rail. So you can zip that. But I
Maybe.
think they're going to release a 3D printed jig.
Nice. Yeah,
Just three
maybe
files.
from the size of it, they need to have longer extended rails to keep a solid chunk of steel in there. Because so many people have tried to do 9 mils like that small, and they failed. Right, like the Diamondback blew up. The all sorts of people that tried to do micro nines failed, but Sig has done surprisingly well.
Yeah, Rich has one.
Yeah. Yep.
He's a guy I know that has a 365 whose face is on the screen down there.
Yeah. End mill. Yeah, no, I'm just excited to build, man. Like the 320 project, I'm super excited about. I just saw that Shooting Gallery New England got through his. He used a mill at the shop, but I'll be in here with the drill. But
I love it. Both ends of the spectrum. I've never even used the mill, but I understand how you could use that in place of. Yeah,
I'm
you
not
got.
gonna lie though, like no offense, Joe, because you're my boy. Love you. The holes didn't even look that clean. I was like, bro, and again, no shade. I'm just saying an observation of mine was
Right.
that the holes didn't look that clean. So it's like, man, maybe with the right strategy and tactics, you could get through it with a handheld rotary tool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping for failure though. I'd rather see like the photo with like two busted bits hanging out the side of it and
That could happen.
one solitary tear running down your face. I'm not saying. Yeah, that's absolutely what I want to happen, man. I'm okay with you having to try it again. Now I don't know anybody that's ever tried it. I probably should have by now, but I'm gonna leave that to you. I'm
Hey,
excited.
man, I'm down. I definitely want to do that. I got the 26 build. This non-firearm grip module that I'm going to show you here for any YouTube folks that may be watching. Actually, let me take the little metals out. Okay,
Zip zerp,
get you out. Hold
black
on
gack
one
gack.
second. Actually, that's fine. I can keep that in there. Let me see if I can get my light on. Fleety. So check out the rails or where the tabs were. Like no sign of them.
No,
I
it looks good.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I did a video on this. I have not published it. I'm still editing it. Channel is okay. I mean, there's still could be a little work on the channel, but
Nah, it looks all right.
it's alright. It runs. I mean, it's like when I throw the slide on there and rack it, it's super smooth. Um, I know that you'll love that in this non-firearm grip module, the 3.5 mil hole and the rear hole are not too far off in size.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you told me that
Yeah, dude.
a little whoops. Would you need another one of them? I might even have one of those laying around.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to take
It's
anyone's
all right.
lower. I think I could freak it. I've freaked some crazy things before. I mean, it's not that bad. Like as long as the tension of the internals kind of tugging on it, like it. I think it's good, especially with an anti-tilt or anti-walk rear pin.
Right. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I
right. Will you let
appreciate
me know
that.
if it ain't, man?
Hell yeah,
I'll
I
take care
appreciate
of you.
that. If the shit starts like dancing and wiggling
Yeah,
out, then
you might if
yeah,
it's got. I mean, it doesn't take much room. It might not, but after you get some rounds on there, it's possible one or the other, probably the trigger housing or the frame, probably the trigger housing, is going to get like beat up from those tiny little micro shocks every time
yeah,
you shoot it.
yeah.
Oh, what am I excited about? The GST9.
Ooh,
I
bro,
mean,
that shit looks so fly.
I'm just excited for something else, man. I got to touch it, and I understand some. I didn't take one apart, man. I was too busy. There was too much to do down there. Uh, but I understand some of the things they did. But I expect. What's today? Thursday. I expect to probably have one in hand. I got to tell them what color. Actually, I think I'm going to tell them an FDE only because that'll be the easiest to show on camera. So
Mm.
I'm excited the detailed view because I didn't have an original one there. All they had was their new Mod 1. I want to sit them side by side and like feel them, compare them, share with people, right? Like what did they actually do here? Supposed to be two different sets of rails now, and the front rails was one of my I don't want to say concerns, but I
Mm-hmm.
think I went through two or three different sets of two-hole frames and like three sets of rails, and I always got like the same odd wear on the one corner underneath. So besides, hopefully, have figured that out. It seems like they figured a lot of stuff out, man. I don't remember which one of their emails or if there was a blog post or something, but they learned a lot, it seemed like,
Yeah.
right? If that makes sense. Like they added a little bit of a stippling. I still want more. But what they did with the front rail,
Mm-hmm.
what they did with the frame itself, I guess, like they recognized that there was some twisting going on in the cooling process. And every now and then I talk to people that have a polymer, the same thing happens, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
hot coming out of the mold and something happens when it's cooling that it gets a little bit warped, basically, like you would get off a 3D
Well,
printer.
front droop.
Yeah, they fixed that allegedly. One thing that's odd, and I'm interested to see how well it works, is they split the rear rail module, right? Like I don't know how many 3D print files or parts you've looked at, but there's some 3D printed Glocks that
Yeah.
use a two-piece rear rail module.
That screw in. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said what they wanted to solve for is they had a lot of people that were trying to hammer the pin in from one side and crushing that rail module. It's real hard to flatten
I
it
saw
back
that.
out correctly. And I have seen people do that with their Palmer 80, man. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen people look like they must have, and some people do. They try to put that pin in to test fit it without
Yeah.
a trigger housing in there behind it.
Mm.
And slurp, it doesn't take too much force to crush that thing. But anyway, I'm interested
Yeah.
to see how that works out. So it seems almost unnecessary to me, and I'm a little sketched on that two pieces not moving at all and causing any problems back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
No,
I
man.
saw actually shooting down in New England. He had a GST video from a while back, and I mean, literally one of the first things when he was like, "All right, guys, let's get started." He comes back and he's like, "Well," he pulls up his rail section, and one side was just like ing ing, like
No
it
shit.
just smashed in. Yeah, he smashed in. He's like, "Thank God I contacted them and had them send me another one." So
And they work good with their old warranty process, man. More than that, and again, I do love my Palm Rays. And my first GST9, I didn't like the feel enough, and maybe some of it was the texture. I guess they added a little bit of that. Didn't like it enough for it to supplant the Palmer 80 as my favorite of the Glock clones. And I'm hoping it does this time. But part of that was the availability. As of October 20th, they were still 3 to 5 months behind shipping.
Ooh, Jesus.
And I think they didn't say this, but there's no other way they magically have this revised version, right? The Mod 1 of the GST9, and it's now shipping in 5 days or less, unless that 5-month back order on the old model was because they took down production, right, to tool up for the new one. The reason this, and it was 6 to 9 months since it came out in 2019, but I guess I can assume, or it's an educated guess, that the reason that continued for the last 2 years is because they were working on perfecting the Mod 1 or getting everything ready for it. So
I'm definitely I want to get my hands on one. I've never actually handled one. I was also super excited about the Lone Wolf Freedom Wolf, and I wasn't like, well, initially I was kind of like blown away by it because I
Right.
was like a total Timberwolf fanboy. Like that frame was great. Have you ever messed with one of those?
I didn't with the Timber Wolf. I have a Freedom Wolf now, and from what I understand, it's a Freedom Wolf just with those couple parts backed out. I do like it. I've looked at them a million times.
Yeah.
But you have one, or you had one?
I do. So I had a Timberwolf 17 that I built a 34 on that was like an actual like this is what I kind of built when Glock builds like weren't very popular. Like not a lot of people were doing them, and Lone Wolf like had like lockdown on all Glock parts at that point. Aside from like Storm Lake and KKM and some of those other folks, but yeah, I built on a like 4473
Right.
Timberwolf, and then because of my experience with that, I was like, oh dude, I need to get a Freedom Wolf. I hit them up and they actually sent me one for free. And they were like, yeah, here you go. This is when I had like 1,000 subs.
Oh
Um,
shit, that's dope.
yeah, man, I was impressed. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Um, and did the entire build on stream actually,
Wow.
and didn't get taken down or anything. But I don't like having to get some Gen 3 parts and some Gen 4 parts just drove me nuts. I was like, dude, what? Like, give me like, I could go to my parts bin and finish this, but because you got all this wonky shit, like, I gotta order stuff here, order stuff here. Ended up getting a full kit from them, which was like $77. It's like
Right.
whatever. Their ultimate adjustable trigger was total dog shit. It was like a
Yeah.
polymer version of it, and it was just not good. Their original one was aluminum, and it was good. Never had an issue with it. This one was just dog shit. So I literally swapped it out and I grabbed a JSD trigger and put that bitch in there. And I was like, dude, hell yeah. Um, but I'm not super impressed with it.
Nah,
Yeah, no.
I liked it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like that proprietary Magwell deal. I actually almost bought one. They like clearanced out at least blue and red. Basically, I think an aluminum version of that same little Magwell dooflicky. And thank goodness it's there because the shape that there's no sculpting at the bottom made it feel like it was going to slide out of my hand without it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't like when anyone does anything that proprietary. I was all right with the
Yeah.
Gen 3, Gen 4 part mix once, and I think they're still available now. Yeah, I just saw them the other day. Once their parts kit for that frame, except for the trigger that belongs in the trash, once that was back in stock, but they launched the frame, and for like, I don't remember how long. It seemed
Yeah.
like forever, they didn't have that.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing. I think the only thing I didn't have in a parts bin was that Gen 3 or Gen 2, whatever it was. The locking block was the only thing I
Yeah.
didn't have, just laying in a bucket somewhere
Yeah, they
to
were
swap
like,
in.
it needs a Gen 3.5. I'm like, dude, really? Like, I'm supposed to find like mid-production? Like, come on, man. They literally say that. They say that.
Excuse
And
me.
I just
Yeah,
couldn't believe it. And
that
then,
was a bad scene, man. That was the worst part of it. It's not a terrible frame, but
yeah,
you launched it with basically a proprietary part set, unless could find this LPK and this LPK, or hunt down all the parts and for like $120 or something.
yeah,
If you can figure out which is the right locking block, and that wasn't really even that easy from their instructions. Like if they just had that $72.55 parts kit that went with it, you need to launch it with that.
mm-hmm.
You can't launch just the frame and then leave us all hunting and pecking. But no,
Well, back when I got the Timberwolf, I got the completed frame built at the factory for 150 shipped. Like
wow.
it was a good deal. And it was cool too because I got to pick my own serial number. So slide, barrel, everything was engraved OMG WTF 34.
No, it wasn't.
Swear to
That's
God.
amazing.
Dude, and Lone Wolf engraved it for me, and this was like my like queen. I loved her, and she was wrapped up in that whole pawn ordeal where the dude sold the pawn shop like before I came back to get my guns, and they all went to auction. Never saw them again.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah,
Maybe a viewer will see this video someday. You should mention that periodically, like make a note like once a month or something on stream to be like, hey,
yeah,
if you happen to have
dude.
A Timberwolf. If you happen to have a Glock 34 and this is engraved on it,
Yeah.
would you please slide in them DMs? I'd like to speak with you.
Slide in them DMs. Yeah, dude. I from time to time I'll like search the internet for that yeah. I'm crazy, but who knows? One day I may find it. It's a really bright burnt bronze PVD slide with a
Oh,
titanium nitride alpha barrel with suppressor height sights on it, and dude, it's so money. It's awesome. And bro, I was like smacking silhouettes at 100 yards, just ting 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 with a 34.
wow. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be that good at a pistol. At least not just. I'm barely combat accurate, like 20 yards, man. But I had a buddy that did 3-gun that, and I saw him do a 34. Like I didn't count the seconds in between. But you know what I mean? Just standing, no bench stress, toom, 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 at
Yeah,
100 yards on rifle steel. It's like,
yeah,
damn, dude,
dude. I
you're my
bet if
hero.
you'd be so surprised if, because I am worse with a pistol, like up close, than I am shooting further out. If you went out and you like, you know, tested your luck with a target 100 yards out, you'd be surprised. I guarantee you would thwack it a couple times.
I might have to try it.
It's the interesting like concept of aim small, miss small, right?
Right.
It's aiming for like the high center sternum area, and you hit like top left head or like lower rib,
Right.
but you still get a hit, and
Still make hits. Yeah.
it's cool shit, man. But you ever mess around with the aluminum 80 aluminum AR 80 loaders?
Yeah, I did. I actually back in whatever 2012, I bought up way. Uh, do I want to say way too many? I don't have them all anymore, but I bought a whole bunch of
Couple.
serialized ones. Actually, right before Sandy Hook was when I first started decided I wanted to build a bunch of my own, and that was when I didn't even know about 80s. Just bought a
Gotcha.
bunch of serialized ones. I've done a couple of them, man. It's easy, but it's easy to screw up. I think it's very much like the 320. I mean, it's actually a little bit easier if you've got that easy jig, whatever that whoever Modulus 80% arms. I think they're all the same company now, but
Yeah.
if you got that easy jig, the milling it out isn't difficult. After you drill the holes in the sides, I'd say the finishing process is very similar. The
Yeah.
holes, a couple of them were the exact right size, just with the bit on a press,
Yeah.
uh, but a couple of them weren't. Like the safety didn't want to go in right. There was a ton of burrs on every one I did. It was only a handful, but a lot of burrs in the what do I want to call it, man, safety
Like the fire.
spring
Yeah.
or
Oh,
whatever
oh,
you
oh, yeah, yeah.
the spring or the detent. Is that what I
Yeah.
want to call it? The safety detent or the selector detent hole.
Yeah.
And that's not even one you drill out, but from the hole you drilled above, or maybe it was chips blowing from when I was milling out the cavity.
It gets
There's
all bumped
always
up.
stuff stuck in there, man. Yeah, and I shove a
Yeah.
drill bit through and think it's all out. And a couple of them, yeah, I had to go a second time. It's yeah, it was interesting, but
Yeah.
it works. And I did see a guy, if you have, and I don't know if they all are, I have a whole lot of experience with routers, but the DeWalt router that he was using was like depth adjustable, right? So the
Hmm.
Easy Jig has depth markers or little depth spacers that you put in at each level that you're milling out.
Yeah.
The adjustment collar on the router was like broken or the screw was loose or something. So he thought he was just doing the last layer, right? And thought it was all
Oh.
done and went back around just to make sure it was clean. And a little bit more chips came out.
Mm.
So he just made a couple more passes around. And next thing you know, he's cut through the whole way through the floor.
Oh.
Like the
That's
one
good.
corner was the whole way down through the bottom.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's I think it's very much like the SIG, only maybe a little bit easier as
Yeah.
long as your tools are working correctly.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like, I feel like I have polymer 80s like for Glocks down. Like
Right.
I think I'm good with that. And this video I'm working on. Sorry guys, I know it's been like 2 weeks since I actually dropped a hard video, but I'm working on a few videos now. It's taking a lot more editing because they're several like long ass videos. Like one, so I for this polymer 80 build for the gray 26, I wanted to show, even though I had a little issue, partly maybe my fault, partly maybe the rails from P80.
Right.
You know, who knows? Probably mostly not my fault. Just kidding.
Agree.
Yeah. But I wanted to show like you could build a P80 with one, everything that comes with the P80, and two, uh, hand files, a razor blade, and sandpaper, and a Dremel. And you will not need more than those 5 items. And I went through and I literally did the entire build with just those things. And aside from the small fitment issue with the rear pins, um, uh, it came out great.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Because I want people to know that, like, if they just want to crank out 180, if that's all they want to do, then go get your kit, bring it back home, and just get these few things. 10, $20 in tools at Wally World, and you don't have to go buy hundreds of dollars worth of tools to just crank out an 80.
Yep. Amen.
Yeah. But if you're going to be cranking out a whole gang of 80s, then yeah, I get some tools. Don't be like me. But sorry, the reason I asked about the 80, I forgot. The reason I asked about the 80% AR lowers because I had realized that like through all this, I had never done one, and Swampy is helping me get a small batch of 10 80% DLD After Dark lowers, and they'll be
No
stamped
kidding.
on. Yeah, they're gonna be stamped on one side DLD After Dark with the blue chem light, and there may be 5 of those 10 that on the other side have the PWEDC graphic on it.
No.
Yeah.
That's a collector's item. That's
Oh
one for
yeah.
sure you don't don't lose at the pawn shop, man. That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
PWDC, shit. I forgot the DM to order a patch. I'm an idiot. Is
It's
is
like
there anything else PWEDC on the store right now? Or will there
yes,
be?
actually, funny enough, anybody that is rebellious and doesn't wear the green shirt to the meetup, if you wear this, you may get extra points. Hold on, you're gonna have a nice little laugh with this one. Okay, so welcome to the glowy platoon. So this is our second store, and we officially have a PWEDC shirt. Now, we are going to change the color blue on it. That's a different file that we uploaded. But it's a PWEDC shirt, and it's got glowies on the front left, like chest area. And then obviously it has the Swiss Army knife, Derringer, brass knuckles. That'd be a tough one. Edgy. A handcuff key, another small knife, one of those CIA necklaces. I forgot what people call them.
Garrot.
Garrote, yeah, thank you.
Is that what it is? Garrot.
Yeah, garrote. The G word. My my actual lighter. I don't know if you've seen this in my in my videos when I blow stuff up. Sport Brand literally recreated my actual lighter in like cartoon version. And the 6-inch 38 revolver because that's where the story originated, and then a razor blade. It's just perfect.
That's amazing.
So thank you, Sport. I know you're out there somewhere. I appreciate you. So that's one. We also opened up a store with BWE firearms, but I'll just go through these real quick. We got the glowy with the eagle, or glowy hoodie with the eagle. Glowy
I
on the
really
front.
like that eagle, man. I'm just partial to eagles, I guess.
Dude, it's like just dripping Americas,
Low key dripping America.
Oh yeah.
Because not like a big flag, right? I see a lot of eagles with like a huge flag. Not that God bless America. I love the flag, but yeah, sometimes it's too much. I've had my fill of eagles with the flag. Yeah, I think that's cool as shit.
Yeah, you gotta have like the kind of low key, like the ghost.
Kind of diversify your eagles, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a flying eagle with something else.
Yeah,
Blue glowy. Yeah.
For the stealth patriot.
Perfection.
This is the Rhodesian loadout pajama a sweatsuit. So we did it kind of to be funny, but it's also a really dope setup. So it's got the Rhodesian camo. It's a pullover hoodie, and it's got the James Reeves commando shorts as well.
Oh, hell
All
yeah.
over 360 printed Rhodesian camo. So you have to rock it with like a plate carrier or something like a chest rig with an FAL or something like that. You
I
know?
funks with that, man. I feel myself folding into some to some more, what do I want to call it, non-mainstream
Yeah.
camos. I've got a Vertex bag, and I know everybody, we don't have to talk about it, everybody feels some kind of way about some things Big Daddy Guns did lately, but I did go to that epic shoot last week
Yep.
and got a free Vertex tiger stripe camo, like Vietnam tiger stripe
Nice.
backpack that is pretty epic, and then I'm using every day now. But I've always
Hell
liked that camo pattern. I have nothing in it, so I'm at least curious about sporting some off out of the box, I guess, or non-mainstream camo patterns.
Hell yeah. I actually picked up my first Vertex. Is it Vertex?
Vertex, yeah, that's how
Yeah.
I say it. Yeah.
Yeah. I picked up my first Vertex item. BWE. We were just talking about you, brother. Welcome. Um, I picked up my first Vertex item. It was because I no longer have it. It was a belly band, but it was like a urban assault belly band. So you can put like a PMag in there. You can put a holster with a full size duty gun with a light, with threaded barrel, with like you could like gear up in this shit. Then it had a third slot for either a second PMag or two pistol mags. So like you could throw it in, have it like below your waist area, like flapping in front of your junk basically. But you could load up, like you could put three PMags in there, or you could put a PMag and then a handgun and handgun magazines or whatever you wanted to do. But it just didn't feel right, man. And Vertex just has such great quality products. I was like, damn, 50 something dollars for it. This isn't one that goes in the holster drawer. This is one that gets
Nah.
taken back and I buy
Yeah.
ammo. So
Return that or gift it. I don't think
yeah,
I've gotten anything that I didn't want or changed my mind after it got here. But yeah, tis the season, man.
that's
It's
true.
almost,
I could have blessed somebody else. Are you saying
yeah.
you want a commando Pecker loadout?
No, I'm all right. But now that I mentioned it, now I already gave that away. What did I have? I had one of those glasses with a bullet in it. Have you seen those?
Oh,
I forget who makes them. There's a couple different companies, right? One of those clear, like little whiskey glasses with a 30 shell, like whatever, molded or blown into the side of the
dude,
glass. And it'd been
that
sitting in the box on the shelf because like I just didn't want to open. Like that's really cool, but I don't have a use for it, or I'll end up breaking it the second I do. Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was somebody's birthday that I forgot.
oh
And
wow,
it's like zip zerp, happy birthday. And
perfect.
luckily they were gun people too. Yeah, it was fucking perfect. They loved it.
Yeah, they're like, I don't even like guns. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, my bad. I pulled away for a second, but I didn't finish this little guy. Hang on.
Zip zerp.
Zip zert. Okay, my B. Okay, so knowing that I like to mix chemicals together and blow stuff up, uh, we came up with the Wanna Bang shirt. And so it's got a little quarter stick of dynamite and
Dear
Wanna
lighter.
Bang and my lighter. So, and by the way, y'all, these prices include shipping, so you don't get some pesky additional charge with shipping. And then in the cooler months, I like to rock. I'm a beanie guy, right? I got my Magpul beanies. So this is Magpul Beanie 1, and this is Magpul. It isn't really a beanie. I think they call it something else, but it's got a fucking AR on it, and it's a Christmas beanie. So like,
Oh,
how
that's
can you not
dope.
like that, right? So we had to do a DLD beanie as well, and that's available. But I know, like, The DLD stuff is cool, you guys, but there's something way cooler. We partnered up with BWE Firearms, and now that he's here, where is it? There we go. I'll go ahead and post it. You guys can support BWE Firearms by checking out his store, and shout out to Sport Brand that did all this shit. And we got the BWE Firearms long sleeve, which has the America, Florida with the Catstar Uzi, and then BWE's info. To pay homage to BWE Firearms denim shop apron, we have the denim Uzi King hat. And then we got the BWE hoodie with Uzis all over that bitch. We got the Americanized Florida, and we got the Catsar Uzi, a micro Uzi, and a mini Uzi. And again, these prices include shipping. And because the Hoff rocks a shit pouch every day,
sucker.
we actually had to throw a BWE Firearms tactical shit pouch on the store. So there is a denim tactical shit pouch. So we're paying homage to his denim shop apron again. It says BWE Firearms and Parts, and on the top it says TAC SP. So yeah, that's our stuff, y'all.
Dude, ship pouches are coming back, man. I bought like a tactical one to shoot trap with my daughter. She joined trap team this year, and I wanted like one of them big leather dudes. And also, it was on sale, and I was already ordering some pants. It was like $20. That's like a Velcro thing on the front. But I'm thinking about getting into something like that, something that's more like 80s, 90s, Saved by the Bell shit, like either like some black with splatter paint, or I didn't think of effing denim, man. And there's nothing really more 90s than denim. I'm old enough to have not bought clothes of the Benetton, whatever you call it, right? The place that had like the watches on the wall or some shit. But I've been in that store. I don't think I bought anything. All my clothes came from Sears. Maybe it was Sears and Roebuck back then. I shopped in the Husky section as a wee lad, I guess, or as a between a wee lad and a teen. I
still do.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, BWP Firearms says it's a pew pocket. Yeah, and you can keep a pew in there. We may be adding a second size. Or no, there are two sizes. There is medium tactical shit pouch, and there is large Marge tactical shit pouch. So, and it actually literally says that on the website. So guys, there are little Easter eggs in here that you gotta find yourself. Paying respects to the actual shit sack, Hoff rocks on the regular. And when you go in here, select option, medium or large Marge.
So good.
So, yeah, we always have fun with the merch. Like we don't like make like money off it like that. So sorry guys, just being honest. It's honestly just like for fun and to be able to rock like the semi-auto key card, the PWEDC, like the most bizarre shit, but cool shit,
Bro, don't tell anybody else. I have PSR's email. I just thought of that, and I forgot to email him your information.
Wow, dude.
I'm right now. I'm not no bullshit. I just got a hold of him today about something else, and I cannot fucking. And then I didn't, and I wasn't in front of the computer. It's the only place that I had his email, at least at the time. It might be in my phone now. And walked away to do something else. Was like, I gotta fucking send him all Dark's digits.
Dude,
and then I forgot until right now to PSR. Yeah, man.
Oh shit! Chuck Norris Gun Club just bought a Rhodesian camo gym outfit. Hell yeah, dude! That's awesome.
I'm jealous. Now I'm gonna have to get one. I'm just saying. I do need something to wear around the hotel.
That's true.
Dude, you figure out what days you're coming?
So I'm probably gonna do 17 and 18 as opposed to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'll be out there like Friday, like in the evening.
Right.
Yeah, and then be leaving like I guess like Sunday morning. So I'll be out there 2 days.
That's cool, man. If I wasn't meat deep, that's how I usually roll. Like if I have to do the thing this day,
Yeah.
unless it's somewhere like super cool, right? Like St. Augustine, Florida. We were only there for like 24 hours. I'd like that to be a 3 day, but most of the time, yeah, I'm coming in like the afternoon before. Yeah, I mean, let myself like eat dinner and acclimate to my surroundings, and then heading into the next day and probably heading out that night. I think I'm driving home that Saturday night or Sunday morning.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll probably be doing the same. So you're coming what day are you gonna
I'll
get
be
there?
there Thursday. I'll be there Thursday through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's no show Thursday. I think the show's only Friday. I'll probably bang around with Jordan. I think he's bringing a good bit of his crew up for that one.
Yeah, that one's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. It's gonna be a treat. I hope so.
Yeah.
Or maybe chaos will ensue, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
It could go either way. I mean, this could be the kind of thing you hope never happens again, or the kind of thing you'd like to do every weekend of your life. We're gonna find out.
Would it be bad if I say that I'd be okay with both outcomes?
No, man. Yeah, I'm at an age where that'd be all right. I would really maybe in the last couple of years, I would like something so terrible that I'm like, holy shit, that was terrible, because I feel like I've said that a lot over like the last 18 to 24 months. That makes sense. Like I'd like something to put all this bullshit in perspective that we've been going through. I love something that was like, I can't believe I survived that. Yeah. Thank God. And now I can look at everything else kind of in a different light, man. Well, I think you do, and I don't have a problem most of the time stepping back and saying, yeah, this is super shitty, but it could be so much worse.
Oh yeah. You gotta look at everything with like through the lens of gratitude. And I know we kind of,
we did this last time, man. Yeah, it's time to tug heartstrings. Hold on, I'm gonna run over and get another beer, but continue. I'm gonna hit mute. I think I can reach the fridge with the headphones on.
Oh yeah, do it up, man. I'm gonna get some nicotine while we do this. Yeah, Chuck Norris, that's freaking awesome that you picked up one of those. That's just like $90, dog. I'm kind of jealous, honestly. Sport brand, freaking Stang. Good to see you on here, freaking Stang.
You know, man, sometimes and maybe he felt the same way. I don't know if he does or not, but every now and then, or probably more often than I realize, because it's like connected to my iTunes account or whatever, I throw a super chat in. I don't have a ton of money. You know what I mean? Like I quit Starbucks a while ago when I got laid off from a job last year, just because like I saw it as money I didn't want to waste. But sometimes you just want to support somebody, man. Yeah. I've done stupider stuff. I think I'm a channel member. How do people do that? You should tell them how to do that. But that and Crump's Patreon and somebody else's. Like I was just watching one of their episodes and they mentioned it, and I was like, you know what? I'll figure it out. I'm probably not going to be poor from $5, right, or $25, or maybe it's a $96 outfit. You know what I mean? But like now, I wanna support them, man. I want to rock that shit. Maybe it's just cool as fuck, honestly. Like. I might have to do that. I'm over. Like I said, I'm interested in some weird camo.
Dude, I'm totally with you, man. Like, a lot of times, I don't know. Like, I won't necessarily be in the best position, like from a financial standpoint, but like, I see all these guys that are putting all this work into their channel, and just doing like a little $2 or $5 whatever super chat, like, it shows that you really care, and you never know what position other people are in. So when like I see all these guys like super chatting, I'm like, damn, like I'm super grateful for that, man. Y'all are fucking awesome. So
I'm gonna write down the Vice again though. I'm just gonna have to shop for you. This is bullshit that you don't have one already.
Well, so I did actually.
There's like 3 pages of my notebook now that say Dark's Vice on them. There's like the one where I scribbled down everybody that donated so we can figure out and put it on a t-shirt and shit later. And then here's another one that has all this other stuff. Here's Dark's Vice stylized font as best my hand can do.
When you said when you first came on, the first time you said it, you were like, "Where's your Vice?" And I was like, "Is he talking about my e-cig? Is he talking about my vaping? Like, what? Is he talking about my beer?"
Does he see my browser history? Oh no!
Yeah, right. Like, let me tie this tie around my neck and just lean. Just kidding. Oh, I shouldn't talk joking about that. Damn, Zach Carr. As we're talking about it, I got to rub my balls on Dark's Vice. Oh, I get to. Yeah, he did. He super chatted grip load. Zach Carr, I appreciate you, brother, man. You
That car rubs ball. Go ahead. I'm just going to write this down. I have to talk and write at the same time sometimes.
yeah, right.
I hope I don't think this is like part of some type of weird video script I'm writing later. Zach Carr rubs balls on Dark's advice. And action. If he shows up at the thing next month, it's going to be super weird.
Dude, the funniest
Zach's a
thing,
man.
I want to like go back and just snip that one part out of the stream and then post it on YouTube of you dark balls. Okay, on Vice. All right, carry on.
Carry on. Good show.
Charlie show. Oh, that's great. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think it's kind of sad in a way, but like you said just a moment ago, everything we've been through over the last 18 to 24 months, man, is so fucking crazy and so like paralyzing to so many people, and like we've lost like who we are as individuals, as like states, as a country. It's just like changed everything. Like if something absolutely devastating, and this is not a call to action at all, so please no one
calm down, guys.
Yeah, right.
This verdict's going to do it for us in a little bit.
Yeah,
Grab
for real.
Load them. Anyway.
Yep. Yeah, like if something happened, it would shift our perspective to be like, dude, like I don't know. It's all perspective.
Yeah. Amen to that, man. What I just found out that the mask mandate for public schools in our state is ending like December 4th. And I guess what, our kids went back to school like the first week of September. They went back late for some reason, but I don't see almost anybody wearing masks around here anymore.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of like over it. We're very, very few, I guess. And you know what? I don't like to talk a lot of politics, and I generally hate both parties, but at least here locally and in a lot of our like locally and what I want to say municipal level type elections went very, very red. Yeah. And I belong to a few local and kind of regional, like not political, but area groups on like Facebook and other social media. And people that did not want things, right, did not want ours or red or conservative people in position, were furious and said everyone was going to die and blah, 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 blah. And I was reading all this. I was like, you understand that the reason this happened is because I walk down the street and I walk in the grocery store and I go down to the gas station and nobody's wearing a mask. Like, I think it really is the minority now, not just masks, but the minority screaming, we should obey the government and you should do everything that I say because my opinion is the most important. Shut your stupid mouth. Yeah. I think we're finally getting to a point where enough people that were in that circle or kind of thought that way or let that shit happen. That's this last 18 months does. So I think something positive's coming out of this, I guess, is kind of my point. There were people running for school board that said, we're going to push back on the Department of Education and the governor, because up until 2 weeks before school, it was supposed to be the school's choice. And then all of a sudden they did like an emergency Department of Health authorization or something to basically take control of the schools and say what you can and can't do and impose this on the entire state. Yeah. I think there was more of us that were pissed off than weren't, man. So we're just a couple weeks away from none of the kids having to wear masks. Actually, this week, teachers quit enforcing it. Like, my kids and a couple other kids showed up without masks and came home. I was like, so anybody say anything to you? They were like, no. Wow. And the next day it was more, and the next day it was more. So, but I think what's going to come good out of this, and again, I don't really pull for any one political party, maybe one sometimes more than other if I know the candidate and I do my research. But I really think this has pushed us a little bit in a direction we need to go, I guess. I feel like we've been progressively losing freedom. And I think this 18 months, even people that 18 months ago thought one way are starting to go, you know what? Maybe I'm tired of being told I'm not allowed to go to work and that my kids can't go. 18 months of this, right? I don't know.
Pushes people, man.
It's changed some people's opinion, man. Some people just don't want this anymore, and they realize that not all of everything we've been told or made to do is entirely true. I don't know, man. I think we might be freer 2 years from now than we are right now. I think this is going to have, or I hope in my heart of hearts, this is going to have some lasting change, I guess, at least long enough to shift the tide.
Yeah, and you know what? I hope it does. I do think that like I could see that impact happening. I don't know if because it's probably close to 50% of the country that is just still totally wrapped in, and just like you said, right? Like there are people that are just like, this is my party, this is my party, even either side. It's you
Right.
know all like you said, kind of. I'll phrase it as like all politics are evil, like mostly. But there's like the like on a state level, like I'm glad that Virginia ended in the way that it did. And
Bro, yeah, it's a little late to start talking about this, but I didn't realize everything that happened in Virginia till I was
oh
watching
gosh,
Swampy earlier and see him talk about it. Like, and then I vividly remembered Virginia getting banged out so hard,
yeah,
right? Like getting so many restrictions, it's just turn everything blue, and they went hard in the paint real fast.
yeah,
So excited for Virginia, man.
yeah.
Congrats to it.
That's a big win because, dude, there's like having somebody as the governor that is like that. That I mean, like embraces it all, like all of the extremism that's on the left, and it I know that like the left and the right were like devised to split the country, to have division, to you know, not for us, that's for sure. But like, I also have to look at like, okay, so if I wouldn't say that I'm a single issue voter, but I would say that, well, that's not true. I am a single issue voter for freedom, and that would be it. And if one particular group of people are trying to encroach on freedoms, then let's get the people in that are not, going to encroach on those freedoms. Because no matter what, I'll never surrender my firearms. Period. I'll never surrender them. And there are things that I do not want my daughter to have to experience at school or at it, in society in general. And it's like society has been programmed to you know um, yeah. But through all this, I could see people being educated. Like, whoa, hold on. I didn't know that these freedoms were supposed to be guaranteed to me. I didn't know that I could just build a gun. I didn't know, and it could drastically change this. I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody expected it, man, but people not. I think it illustrated a loss of freedom for some people. Like people don't even think about guns. Again, I think these elections are going the other way because even if they don't care and still don't care right now about guns,
Mm-hmm.
Americans had a lot of their freedom taken away
Yep.
over the last couple of years. And yeah, now they just want whoever's going to. I mean, and not all politicians deliver on promises, but I think a lot more people are voting for whoever isn't going to make me sit in my house and strap something across my face every day and do A, B, C, and D.
Yep.
Uh,
Very true. Safe Line Live. Thank you, brother, for the super sticker. I don't know if you have a message that you want to throw on there, but if you do, throw it in the comments, and I'll make sure that it be read. Um, which, speaking of it be red, I changed my lights to red to match you for a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that, but I switched it. I had to switch it up.
Oh, my kid busted out, dude. Of all the things, right? All the toys, the junk that has been in my house, of having kids over the years.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I didn't expect to last. I wish I had one down here. No, he took them both out of that bucket. So we got like this blue plastic tub that has like all our old swords and like hockey sticks and tennis rackets, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
He came running downstairs the other day and was like, "Can I go get my swords out of the bucket?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool," because he's 12, pushing 13 now. He's only
Mm-hmm.
like 8 inches shorter than I am. He's a big dude. I was
Right.
like, "Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna play like you were 5 again." And he came up and he wanted to play with the lights. And no bullshit. These things were like whatever. I'm sure they came off Wish.com. Some guy was selling them out of a cart at the light up night parade like 3 years ago. And he pulls these things out and they're still blinking. Like it was rave time up in his room. He turned on the lights and we were like, and then we were fucking like,
Nice.
lightsaber battling with them. But you know what I'm talking about, like the cheap
Oh,
plastic shit that has the one button on it that the lights just turn on and blink and they change by
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, that reminded me of that when I saw your light going, and I was
Yeah.
just playing with him again tonight, waiting for him to brush his teeth.
That's awesome, man. There are just these special moments with kids, man, where like, I take these moments and I'm like, okay, I know that, I may not experience this either again or for a very long time. So I need to keep this moment with me because, like, my daughter is going to be 5 in a couple months. And I'm like, this time, like, people say it all the time, like, it's cheesy, but this time is just like gone. Right
Wait, how
before
old's she
time.
about to be? 5?
She's going to be 5, yeah.
Dude, that's the age I thought of. I don't know if I said it or not, but that's about the age right before kindergarten, right when he got into kindergarten. That's the age that I thought we were going back to when he said, "Can I go grab those swords out of the tub?" Honest to God, dude. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Make all the memories you can because he's 12. My oldest one is 15, almost 16. And that's still like when I think of when they were a kid, right? When I'm digging up fond memories and having nostalgic moments, it's that age, like that 4 to 6 or 7. Not that the other years weren't great, but that's like the magic cool period. Like they can start to do stuff. They understand more things. They can talk and walk on their own, man. I remember not having to carry them around anymore. That was probably like when they were 3, 4, but like their legs can go fast enough to keep up when you're going places. Yeah, there's a lot of joy in that 4, 5, 6, 7.
Dude, it's fun. And my daughter has accomplished something so incredible. Before the age of 2, she was on the dresser / changing table area, and there's a door probably about 4.5 to 5 feet away from there, and she pooped diarrhea and it squirted on the door. I'm talking about she cleared 4 to 5 feet of diarrhea. I was so impressed.
Did you measure that and send it in for the Guinness Book of World Records? I don't know if they track that kind of stuff, but
I should have.
They should.
Because the funniest thing is, like, I had her legs and pulling back like a lever, and it was just like, what? Like, I know this is super foul, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's gross. Well, you guys shouldn't have stayed on here this long. That's your fucking fault for showing up.
I know, right?
This is this kind of party it's going to be now.
Yeah, you're just talking about poop and stuff. Poop and freedom. That could be the name. Poop and freedom.
Poop and freedom. Well, yeah, we already talked about Hoff's shit sack. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We've already had poop.
This is the neighborhood we live in now.
Yeah, we're here. We're not gonna move for a while. Yeah, I have rocked a what do you call it? Jesus, people call them a fanny pack. I like to call them a dad sack because a dad sack doesn't sound so much better, but I mean it's just better than fanny pack because like a fanny pack you associate with like some chick in the 80s and 90s rocking it like on the back of her like
butt.
hip.
I always assumed it's supposed to go in your butt. Yeah, I see them mostly in the front, but that's your fanny, right?
Yeah, it is your fanny.
I've seen it called a nut ruck. I don't
Mm.
remember where, but I actually saw one advertised a while ago as a nut ruck. It was like,
That's good.
I'm a fan. That's probably where I actually wear it kind of, I mean, for the shotgun, and I have to wear it on the side. But yeah, I could see me fucking with it right in the front. Oh, especially if they had made like a little Kevlar or ceramic plate that size. So I could like.
I like that.
Where is my,
on the list? So you could bulletproof a
with Zach's Carr's balls. Bullet.
Right below the balls.
Proof. Fanny pack, we need,
Well, the funny thing is, it would be like 4 inches by like 9 inches, like just a like weird ass size.
That's not going to be good for much unless somebody literally tries to shoot you in the junk.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I guess if it's gonna only be a junk protector, because like I rock mine like crossbody, right? Like I literally throw it on like a sling, and I just rock it like that. But I turned in. I had a Nike. Where is this motherfucker? I had a Nike dad sack. Where the fuck is my shit? Oh, here it is. Hold on.
whoop, whoop.
I
Zach.
recently changed it in. This is a company, I think it's called Vault Tech. They make the little LifePod vaults,
Yeah,
right?
I know what you're talking
So
about.
they have this little sack, and it's
Huh.
for the LifePod, or it's for a handgun safe, which is a heavy ass steel safe, and it's got one like sling style, strap on it. And I just didn't get the vault right. I just didn't get the LifePod, and I just rock it like that. You get to keep whatever you want in there. I mean, you could probably put like a small plate in there. It could at least cover your most of your vitals. Um, but I just keep like my daily shit in there and then throw it on, and you know what I mean. And you can put a lot in there, you know.
You know what that Vertex has now that we're talking about this? I think it's got, and not that you couldn't just put one, I guess, in the laptop compartment of any backpack, but it's got a slot for a panel. What do you think about I don't like to call them bulletproof, whatever you want to call it, the body armor or whatever, the plate, the backpacks that have the slot for the Kevlar.
Yeah,
You fuck with those? Because now that we're talking about it, I'm
yeah.
thinking about getting one for that backpack.
So most
Not a terrible
backpacks,
idea if I'm waiting for Kenosha to light up the next batch of street fires in a
yeah,
city near you.
dude, it's crazy. Mr. Ryle Kittenhouse, meow. He's certainly causing some commotion.
Yeah.
Um, hold on, are you near there?
No,
Okay.
but I mean, I'm near somewhere that got shut down. I don't drive into the city that much, but I'm near enough to be nervous, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That summer after George Floyd, I was near enough to load weapons and put them, you know what I mean, to have
Yeah.
them near upstairs windows to make sure that everybody that lives in my house knew their assignments. Not like, oh, panic, we're all going to sit here in fear.
Yeah.
But hey, instead of in the safe over here, this gun and this gun are here. Remember, here's where the spare ammo is. We're going to set it right over here. And there's
Yeah.
where, there's where I am. I'm going to be in the living room. Here's what I have. Here's, if that makes sense to kind of,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
wasn't a bad thing. It had been a while since we went over what everybody's assignments and duties were if something like that happens. But,
Well,
and that's
most
not because I'm like a
people,
crazy prep or anything, but like I keep stuff where if something happens, we might need it. Right. I guess that's right. What do they say? That the same thing with having a fire extinguisher or a first aid kit. Right. I
Yeah.
have guns where if the worst happened, I would need them, and what my daughter is most comfortable with is where she would need it, and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So
That's
yeah, it
so
was a
important.
good reminder. But yeah, close enough on the news that they could have walked by us.
Just like they walked by that one family that,
The McCloskeys, yeah, I don't have
yeah,
that size of house, but where did I
yeah.
put that patch? I don't remember, man. It's one of the not coolest patches, but it seemed very odd to me. Who was it? Shit, it was. Is Dead Air the company? Fuck, I'm gonna have to look them up on. Yeah, I think it was Dead Air silencers at that event.
Hmm.
Had just a few. I think they were left over from a previous event. McCloskey patches. Him with the
What,
khaki pants, the pink polo, and the AR, like a
dude?
cartoon
That's
style
sick. Yeah,
McCloskey.
that's sick. Yeah, definitely. I would love to have one of those. The like that moment was so interesting because like I think like everyone goes through like kind of a moment where you're like, okay, this shit is pretty close to my home, and I don't care who you are. Like you thought about it, like the
Right.
security of your home at some point, no matter how close or far away you are. And I'm kind of similar, like in your situation, like I'm close enough to the city, like out in DC and all that, to where it's like that shit could bleed over, but far enough away to where you know it likely won't happen, and it could still happen. So
Right.
it's always better to be safe. But going over like sectors of fire, like preparation, like people don't usually do that shit, man. That's some dope shit, man. That's that good daddy shit right there.
Yeah, we would. Well, we got a bunch of new gun owners. I feel like it's probably overdue, and hopefully they are, man. I hear a lot of talk about the new gun owners and how they're part of the way the political climate shifted too.
Yeah.
And I think it's overdue, and maybe I'm one of them, and I hope I'm doing a little bit of better job. But I'm trying to encourage other people in my life that I meet online or whatever to actually learn something new or add something to their preparedness level, if that makes sense. Like I'm pretty good with a pistol. Well, now you've given me one more thing to add, but I am not great with a rifle, right? Especially not sitting down at a bench, right? If I've got a window or a chair, you know what I mean? If I've got a wall to prop it up on, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But standing, walking, shooting with a rifle, I'm terrible. And that's what I need to get better at in the next, hopefully 6 months. I don't get the range as much as I want, but we need to have goals. And I think more of us, especially those of us, anybody in America that has firearms, should challenge themselves to up their proficiency level or preparedness level in something, whether it's a better shot or whether it's the gun in the back of the safe you never use. We don't know if you're going to need it someday if you run out of ammo for your primary or whatever. And anything, whether it's being better with something, better at moving, whether it's just talking about to you that I know which weapon goes to which window. Right now, obviously we live, in town, so like we can't practice shooting out that window, but can practice shooting similar angles at the range, if that makes sense. Or hey, I want you to imagine you're doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense or not.
For sure.
Get better prepared, not all right, I'm pretty good at, like I am, right? I'm pretty good at 10 yards real fast out of a holster. That'll be fine. I can probably save everyone in my home's life and everyone I care about if the worst were to happen.
I'm good on a flat range, and I've never practiced medical.
Yeah, I don't think that's good enough. We don't all need to be perfect. But right, I'm overdue to do a tourniquet refresher, right? When I first started buying tourniquets, and I've accumulated enough. There's one in every car. There's one in every room of the house.
Nice.
And everyone that carries a backpack or a purse has one. And they know how to use them. But that was probably 2 years ago that I taught everybody. So I should probably do a refresher on that. But stupid shit like that, man. I mean, a tourniquet is $25. No shit. And I shop online at places like LA Police Gear probably more than I should. I get my pants from there now. They're kind of the cheapest tactical type stretchy jeans and shit that last relatively well. Yeah. But I just started, for the last couple of years, anytime I ordered something from there, I searched tourniquet, and I added I think they're $24.99 now. I added like a legit cat tourniquet to my cart. Nice. I think it was $25 on top of what I was spending, but it could save someone's life, so it was worth it to me.
Yeah, there's every time it comes up, I keep going back to a story where a guy that keeps an IFAK in his vehicle. And then the front pouch, rips off, and it has a tourniquet and a bunch of stop the bleed shit in it, and chest seals and all that. And he was at the drive-thru. He was behind a woman who had dropped her credit card outside of the window, and she opened up the car door, and she leaned her left leg out, and then reached down to get her credit card. But the car was in gear. It was in drive. So when she did that, she let her foot off of the brake, and the car started to go, turned towards the brick. And then she finally noticed and got up, and then the car door, her car crushed itself against the brick, and the car door crushed closed over her left leg. And it totally mauled it, it almost removed it. So he literally just grabbed his pack and ran out and threw a tourniquet on her, called 911, and just, honestly, probably saved her fucking life. Not probably, he did save her life. You still here, broski? Mike Concho, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I heard everything you said, dude. Dude, that's insane. Yeah, I don't remember what. I think it was a Stop the Bleed I took a couple years ago, dude. I was never big into medical, and I'm not still huge into medical, right? I can't guarantee you I can save your life with the chest seal that I've got in my IFAK. I'm not great with that, but had it explained and practice a tourniquet and all of the different situations, like the one you were just talking about. That could legitimately save someone's life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I really, man, anybody out there that's carrying around a first aid kit like I have in all my cars and I thought was good enough for most of my life, it's just Band-Aids, and we call it boo-boo grease in my house. But whatever, A&D or Neosporin, It's time to upgrade. A current tourniquet is not hard to learn to use, even if it's just that, even if that's all you add. But
Yeah.
if it's any cut worse than what a inch and 3/4 inch Band-Aid will cover, you might need it. Like that's the next step,
Yeah.
I guess. Like if you can stick a Band-Aid on, you should. Your next step, yeah, is a tourniquet, because something like that could happen, man.
Yeah.
Or not even like rip something off. You know, I mean, there's tons of places on your body where you can cut yourself and bleed to death in a relatively short period of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the human body, a lot of us think we're tough, but it's really a terribly fragile machine. And
Yeah.
all those pipes carrying blood all around there are super important. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. Chuck Norris Gun Club. Or no, sorry, that was too many choices. Says also don't forget to correctly stage your cat tourniquet. So many people, get a tourniquet and then they like leave it in the plastic in their kit and they never touch it. They never practice with it. They, never do anything with it that way. And I only say that because I've seen that a lot. John
Sorry, I'm
Crawford
not laughing at you. I'm laughing.
for champ.
I saw, come on, man, and that was funny. And I leaned in and saw whose name it was. So it's like, come on, John.
Come on, man. That's I wish I had that Rodecaster Pro like he does with the buttons of the noises and come
Dude,
on, man.
so good.
I
So
got
good.
hairy legs.
That's why he's the champ.
I
I'm just
know,
saying.
man.
That's one of the many reasons he's the champ. But
Yes, yeah. He's the champiest champ that I've ever champed upon.
yeah, a tourniquet. Yeah, well, I mean, everything's worthless if you don't learn to use it and don't practice with it. But yeah, absolutely. If the first thing, if you just buy one like I did, right? Like, I think a couple of mine are still in the plastic. I should unwrap them. If you buy it and you never learn to use it, like just, oh, good, I have a tourniquet now.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn to use it and open it up and make sure you know the way it wraps, because it could be seconds. Hopefully it's minutes, and hopefully it's not you you're performing it on.
Yeah.
But for sure, if it is you're performing it on, you don't want that to be the first time you've seen that piece of equipment, man. You don't want to be like a virgin with
You
bleeding
don't want
out
that to
from
be your first performance.
bleeding out from your thigh because you just got shot in and near the nuts because you weren't wearing your bulletproof nut ruck / shit sack.
Yeah, see, people don't understand. The nuts are so vulnerable.
They really are. I mean, there's a lot going on down there.
Yeah.
It's not all sexual. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Dude, and honestly, like, I would really like to see the stats on, like, what, negligent discharges versus gunshots would be. You know what I mean? I'm sure, like, that shit happens all the time. I've even seen dudes, like, when I used to work in the firearm industry, like, dude walked in one day and had a cast from here all the way up to, like, the very end of his fingers. And I was like, damn, dog, like, what happened? He was like, oh, dude, you know that Keltec PF9 that I got from you guys? I was like, yeah, you just bought it a couple weeks ago. He's like, yeah, I discharged it into my palm. It's like, oh, my God, how did you do that? He's like, well, I cleared it for cleaning, which, well, I don't know why you would, yeah, whatever. Brought a brand new gun, and first thing he did was bring it home and clean it, and shot himself in the hand. So he, got the shell out of the chamber, and then let it close. Took out the magazine, and then put it in his hand and discharged the trigger before you know. And I mean, in all honesty, like, the biggest liability here is the fact that Caltech and Caltech, I'm sorry to put you on blast, okay, but it's a small community. Not many will see this. The manual says, clear all ammunition from the area. Like, do not have any ammunition in the area where you are working on your firearm. Now pull back the slide, and with a bullet, pop out the catch that holds the, basically goes through the.
I forget what they call that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't had a gun in a while that needs one. Yeah, there's a part you have to fold down to be able to remove the slide, right?
Yeah, it's like you put like in the 380 and in the PF9 and in the P11 and the P40, which a lot of people don't know is a real handgun. The P40 was a P11 in 40 caliber. They basically explode after a few thousand rounds, but they're cool.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoopsie daisies. But it says like move all ammunition, and then using a bullet, you use the rim of the 380 cartridge to set it in that little thing, and then pop it out. And I'm like, okay, you have no idea how much liability you just introduced to your
Somebody
gun.
needs to fire their technical editor, or at least get
Yeah,
that guy
no.
some training. You know what?
Or at least say with a shell casing.
That is a good time. This is a good time to talk about something gun safety related. That shit doesn't happen. And this is back to practicing, like we're talking about with the tourniquet, like we're talking about getting better at something.
Mm-hmm.
When I should remember, I should have these memorized. I'm the one who handed out the stupid stickers. I think I finally ran out. When we say yes,
Dude, I was so impressed when I got these from you.
never let a gun point at anything you aren't willing to destroy. I carry that all the way over to cleaning. I carry that over to when I pick up a weapon that I just cleared, if that makes sense. Like if I open the action, and this is also just a grip module, there's nothing, no guts in there.
That's the
if I just cleared it, right? I just cleared it and the action's closed. I will pick it up again, right? I could have held it like this, looked in there, put a finger in there and seen there was no bullet. If I let that slide go back closed,
yeah,
guess where the barrel's pointing? At
yeah.
nothing that I'm not willing to destroy. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
The base of the wall over here, where I know it won't get through the wall or get through the floor. I'm not kidding it, and all of us should practice until that's the level that we're at, I guess, or beat that in other people. I'd even do that to my children. I do it to everybody at work. If you're touching a gun, if you're holding a gun, it's not pointing at a human, especially if you're going to put your finger on the trigger. I don't care how sure you are that it's empty. Point at something you don't mind destroying.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm very passionate about that shit in particular because stuff like that wouldn't happen. If that dude lived, never point this at, then his hand wouldn't be anywhere near that barrel, you know? Yeah. Sometimes I read about accidents where somebody shot their kid or wife in the next room, maybe not fatally, but because they thought they cleared a gun and pulled the trigger. Well, if you pointed that where you knew there wasn't a wall or another human, you wouldn't have that problem.
Pointed at the area of least.
This shit could happen, man.
Consequence.
That's the gun.
You're totally right.
That's the gun deaths we should be worried about. Not that we shouldn't worry about all of them, but I'm not that concerned about inner city violence or whatever, right? There's some things that are going to happen.
Yeah.
What bothers me is shit like that, or a kid picking up a loaded weapon that somebody left laying somewhere.
Yeah. I'm looking for something you also included in your package, but while I do that, I will say that a friend of mine died at 15 because he was shot in the chest with a Glock 19. And, you know, there's a little speculation on this that it may have not been the accident that, you know, they said it was. But
oh, wow.
With that aside, I'll say that my friend at 15 years old was shot at a party in a basement at 15 years old and caught one 9mm round to the sternum from a Glock 19, and he bled out and he died in front of everybody because of a negligent discharge.
Holy shit.
So, I mean, it's serious as hell. And you cannot, if you are following the safety, you know, rules, the principles of safety, then even if you break one, which you should never break any, if you do break one, you still have the, you know, possibility of the least consequence because you're following the others. If you break two, that is when lives are changed.
Yeah, that's why there's 4 of them, man. A lot of people say that there's only one, or I believe they all kind of encompass in the one, right? I can do them all at once. But yeah, there's 4 of them because we might end up breaking one. Zach Carr says, I leave the whole barrel out when I carry. No negligent discharges. That is a pro gamer move, Zach Carr. That's definitely a $2 move. That's what I'll call that.
That's a great move. That's that sounds like a move that this guy would do right there.
Oh shit! I think I ordered some of those with something added to them for. Yeah, they still didn't come yet. Actually, I need to check on those. That was like a month ago.
Dude, I'm loving the little fuzzy bunny.
The bunny, I think I'm out of him. I think, no, where did I put that shirt? I wore one of my Gun Bunny shirts today. He's my favorite, man. People
Oh,
still comment about that. I still get messages every now and then. Sometimes when I'm wearing it, somebody will comment, but I still get messages every now and then. People like, man, I love that bunny. You should make more things with him. Like, there's already a hoodie and a t-shirt sitting there. Like, what else do you want? Maybe I'm just lazy. But I'm like, come on, man. I did once, and this was 2 or 3 years ago. I only did it once because I wasn't sure how I felt with baby clothes with guns on them. But maybe now I don't really care. You're the parent. You can do what you want. But somebody asked for a onesie with that gun bunny
nice.
on the front of it. And yeah. And I got just one printed. I don't think we actually offered it for sale. I just got one printed and sent it directly to that person's address. It's like, that's fantastic. I absolutely, I knew them well enough, I guess, that I didn't feel uncomfortable. And I feel more comfortable now. Yeah, maybe we'll put the onesies back up. You should put the onesies up.
Dude,
Glowy
I'll do some
onesies?
onesies. I'll do,
No, baby size onesies, not your size. Not that you wouldn't
yeah,
look good
right.
in one, but
Honestly, I would do that too. This is Zach Carr. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Yeah, definitely when you're carrying your gun for self preservation, remove your barrel in entirety. That way, if you end up in a situation, all you have to do is, depress the striker, slide off your upper, wherever you stash your recoil spring, probably PWEDC that, and then throw in your barrel. Slide out the recoil spring, put it back in, run over the top, and then it's simple, easy. Best way to do it. And John Crump with an additional super chat. You guys are incredible, man. I cannot believe this. Thank you. It is about politics ran by government deception and incompetence. Well, dang, I don't know what kind of side conversation y'all are having, but I want to get up in there. You're right. Almost all politics is deception, and it's the even what we're living in now over the past 18 to 24 months, what we have been, experiencing is a result of a lot of corruption and deception and lies. And like this little bit of information, they've been working on the juice for the poke for 21 years. Bet you didn't know that. And I'm saying that to everyone, right? I wouldn't talk to Putang like that.
I'm kind of an idiot. No, that's fine.
Bet you didn't know that, Putang.
Perfect.
He said, for Rich. All the young dudes. Yeah. Antifa just needs better drugs. Yeah. Get them a whole bunch of fentanyl. Sorry.
Yeah, man. When I was that age and dressing like that, I didn't have time to be violent or even care about politics. I was too fucking high.
Dude, I was
Maybe that's the problem. Are the drugs just shitty, or are they just? That's what's wrong with this generation. I'm telling you.
They could be
There's
too
that
good.
age. You should be so high right now. Why are you out being upset about grown up shit? You should just go get drunk or something, man. That's
for real.
That's what's wrong with those people. Yeah,
You know what it is? It's that like our time was filled up with like shoulder tapping and like reading words on paper and like being in a very different world where things took time, right? And I think now it's like, hey, I need something. Okay, what do you want to do now? Everything is immediate. Everything is satisfied like that. And I mean, shit, the kids are stuck in this world of consumerism. It's just as bad as us. Even prepping and firearms have turned into a world of consumerism, So even your protection from tyranny is consumerism, it's crazy.
It's a huge business now. You're absolutely right, man. It's maybe that's it. Maybe that's. I mean, I'm sure I'll be scared of dying when I get there. But we are getting more, right? And not all of us do anything with it. I'm not doing a whole ton with it, but we have more time now. We're getting more out of our years on this earth than any people in history.
Yeah,
we really don't have anything to be mad about. It completely sucks to lose this last 18 months or whatever, but we are getting more. Back to your thing with speed. Everything's right now. right now.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be that way. Like I had to put something on a grocery list and wait 2 weeks till mom was going back to the grocery store
Yeah.
to have whatever cereal I wanted. If I ran out of cereal, tough effing luck. We didn't have there wasn't every convenience store didn't have it, or there wasn't Amazon delivering. You could pay $100 a year. You can have it delivered to your house in 2 days. Like there was none of this. So much time we spent on the most menial of tasks. And now we have all that time back. I think you're absolutely right. It may just be as simple as, and nobody in power would ever admit it, but that idle hands are the devil's playthings.
Yeah.
We're just looking to be entertained, and too many people have reached the end of the internet, and now they're just going to go burn something down or slap some people. I don't know.
Dude, it's so true. And I honestly, I have some hope for the future, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I'm prepared to. Yeah, I'm prepared. But you can never be completely prepared.
Amen, sister.
Yeah, yeah. So what's the next big thing for Putang, man? What you
I don't know, man. I think I'm thinking about putting all my videos over to some other platform. What I've seen this Utreon. I didn't think I've downloaded plenty of files from Odyssey. I don't know if that's the next big thing. What I got in the hopper? The video is finally done. Where the hell is that thing? On the Mac DB9. You've seen that red, white, and blue printed carbine. I want to do kind of a review and test fire of that. I still have the Wish Red Dot versus the brand name Swamp Fox. I bought a Swamp Fox clone off of Wish for like a third of the price.
Oh, you got the Swamp Fox clone?
Yeah, I literally ordered one off of Wish and waited
like
6 to 8 weeks for it to show up. Yeah, I think it was like $47. Yeah, for a Kingslayer clone. That went as expected. Spoiler alert. Very much as anticipated. Whatever you thought when I said that is exactly how it went.
Yeah.
No, man. Do you upload your stuff anywhere else? Because I just found out today that Gunstreamer, which I thought was kind of like my safe backup, right? Like I always go to this if anything disappears or anything happens with YouTube.
Yeah.
When you use a link from my YouTube video to pull your video into Gunstreamer, it's tied to YouTube also broadcasting it. If that makes sense, it's basically a redirect service.
Yeah.
So I was looking at Odyssey and Utreon and Full 30. I thought I applied for an account there, but is there any alternate like video hosting you use to like keep backups of your shit?
Yeah, there is. So I am doing Utreon currently.
Are you?
I am. Yeah.
Right.
So everything that I put on YouTube goes to Utreon. And the cool thing about that is you actually have to go in and like have an account, right? So the algorithm can't go over to Utreon and start watching shit like it does on like Instagram, because it stops wherever, all my shit that gets uploaded to Utreon. The algorithm can't go over to Utreon and say, ooh, Dark did something on Utreon that he's not supposed to do on YouTube, so therefore we're holding him accountable on YouTube to what he did on another platform, which is what they do all the time. Like if they found my merch shop and saw like the semi-auto keycard, who knows? They may be like, oh, they're selling a machine gun, which obviously for anyone watching, it's a shirt. Okay. But
a shirt is not a machine gun. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, shirt is not a machine gun.
I'm gonna have to get the AFT on the phone. I don't believe it. Somebody get me Chipman.
Chipman. Be careful, because if you ask for Chipman, he may show up in the comments.
I think I have to ask for him 3 times in a mirror while cutting my hand with a black Tonto knife. I don't remember. I got to look up the spell again, but
it could also be a silver black talon too. So hold on.
No.
Okay. Shipman. Oh no, that was 4 times. It's making me dizzy, bleeding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you got me. You got the tater.
Oh, you got it. Next time I'm going to take a red marker and just...
you should.
Oh my God. See, what did I tell you? He shows up every time.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, man. It's
All
the
right,
guy
well.
is good. Sometimes even, and this is only from like time to time. Um, Sometimes Lululemon, the fitness brand of clothing, they'll show up too, and they'll try to sell me some type of like marketing agreement thing where
Oh, right,
they want me to
right.
market for their very high end, expensive pants that I wear every day. By the way, um, I do wear $100 Lululemon sweatpants. Yeah, judge me, everyone. Judge me. I bought
If they
them when
do
I was
something in
rich.
Rhodesian camo, we can talk. But otherwise, I think that's gotta be a no from me, dog.
They, I mean, they got some dope shit that's camo esque. Yeah, it's camo esque.
I'm gonna check it out.
He said, "Gadzooks." Oh, that's great. Um, it's me, the real DB.
Fucking Chipman. We
Lululemon.
can laugh about that
Mhm.
now, right? God,
Oh God,
I
yeah.
never did get tired. I was kind of almost sad it's over. I never got tired of those memes with his face. With that,
Oh my God, it's the
I'm sure
best.
I make that face 1,000 times a day too. Just nobody catches it on film. But that the face with the teeth like that, it looks like he's saying hee haw in every image that I've seen of him. Like I am going to miss the Chipman memes.
That's
That's the
the
only sad part of it.
That is the most kind way that you could have put it because we have a clip that we put out on the first time we were like, hey, let's do DLD clips. And we were like, okay, let's do it. The first one we did, actually, the first one we did was a Brandon Herrera one when he came on the show. But aside from that, we did one that was the best comment on DLD ever. And we're sitting here talking about like really serious things like, hey, like depending on what happens with the ETF, regulations that are, that we're looking at. I mean, the whole world could turn into, Chicago, right? Like, this is gonna be crazy. And as we're talking about like these serious things, um, Armitage posts a comment because we were showing Chipman with his mouth like why now somebody's gonna take a snapshot of that, and his comment was, for some reason it looks like every single picture he is in, it looks like they digitally removed the dick that he was sucking prior to posting it. It's like, oh my God, like, dude, we were crying laughing. That shit was so funny because it's so true. He just looks like he's about to like wrap his lips.
Legendary.
Oh yeah,
Not
it's
yet,
great.
for sure. It's about to go back in or came out. That's fantastic.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Don't worry, they're gonna install Chipman in a new position like a toilet. I know, I know.
it wouldn't surprise me if he was back already and we just didn't know it. That's what I expected.
Yeah,
When you get pumped up this much, right? When you audition for a job like that, somebody has promised you something. Like, yeah, there's always a
yeah.
consolation prize, I guess. You don't do all that and just go back to what you're doing. Yeah, I'm
Of
surprised
course.
he's not an advisor. He's probably gonna get something cushy like that, some
Yeah,
type of advisory, or I don't know, auditing some department that nobody's ever heard of, but that pays a shitload of money and no one will ask any questions about where the money's going.
yep. And
Uh,
he'll likely get leap pay, which for all of you guys watching, leap pay is when they increase your salary by 20% of your gross income, just because you're a field agent. But what they do is they pay anyone they want to leap pay. And when they were about to get outed by somebody who brought the problem to them, he was told to leave the office immediately and never bring something like this to his director again. And then every single review that he had after that was noted to be that he was declining, which wasn't true. He had positive, um, what do you call it, reviews leading up to that point. And he was fired. He was fired because he brought to the director of the ATF the fact that we're paying at a minimum, a couple $1 million just for the ATF. And if this is happening all throughout government agencies, you were talking about hundreds of millions of dollars of
wow.
taxpayer money that is being taken, and they're paying like Susie Q, the analyst, or like, the girl at the front desk another $20,000 a year, which is nuts, man. Sorry,
20% is a lot.
a lot, a
Put that
lot.
in your PWEDC. I mean the 20%, not this. Do you got any of these, bro? I don't think I have any links
I
on
was
the
gonna
website or
say, what
anything
is
to try
it?
to get paid for this. These boar squeegees.
It looks like that thing that you get honey with, like you're, yeah.
Yeah, I forget who makes them. I got several different calibers. Dude, these are life changing.
Really?
I tried the snake. I used to do a million patches. So at least with my pistols, do I have one for? Yeah, I've got a 22 one for my 223 too. You go through it with the brush, right? Zerp zerp,
Yeah.
one way.
Yeah. Zerp zerp.
And then you take your other handle, right? Put at least I do. I put this in from the chamber end, and I get the one with
Nice.
the pull handle on it. So push the brush through, zerp zerp.
Yeah.
And I take this from that end, zilp, and then all you
Nice.
got to wipe is like the crown, like all the black, the carboned up cleaner, all your Aegis gun cleaner with all the carbon shit on it. Like this thing works.
Yes.
It's basically like a ribbed squeegee situation. I don't have any yet, but yeah, we were just seeing.
Oh,
Um,
dude, you could
dude, I'm
win
not
one of the
shitting
field
you. You
kits.
pull this through, that fucker comes out bone dry and clean. You wipe this shit off, and obviously, as it comes out, it like splooges around the crown.
Of
So you
course.
got to grab your hand towel if you're in a hotel, and you
Clean it
wipe
up.
that little splooge off the crown. But then,
If you're
yeah, you're
looking
done,
for a
dude.
treat, you can actually dip the towel in water and put it in the microwave for 15 seconds. It warms it up a little bit.
Anyway, Aegis Gun Care. What were you saying about them? I'm gonna have to try that shit, man. I'm overdue to order. I need cleaner. I just ran out of. Had the same jug of 725 for like the last 5 years. I need to get something new.
Bro, I'm with you. I've literally been like, which I didn't know for so long that CLP was just Safari Land. Like, oh, it's 11:51. Are you good? You don't have.
Yeah, let's wrap this up in a minute, but finish this story. You're right.
Okay. All right.
I
Yeah.
should,
Just,
yeah, I forgot I had to get up early tomorrow. That's a good idea.
yeah. And dude, I'll sell with you all day. I
Boop,
just,
boop. I know. I know.
last time you mentioned something about 11:30, so I didn't
I
want you
can't
to.
wait till we become best friends next month.
I mean, we kind of already. I mean, I feel like we're
Yup.
besties.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. So real quick. So is that like rubber or is that like what's the material?
It's rubber. It's very much a. I don't know. I don't know how to show you that. Shit. I can't believe that camera's picking it up at all. Yeah, it like bends, so it's what? It's got the shit. It's got the screw-in metal part, right? That has
Gotcha.
to screw into here, and that goes up to about here.
Okay.
And then it's solid rubber inside of here and has, yeah, like these rubber fins. They're like stiff though. I don't know if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Shit, I can't really show you.
It's
I
like
can't
dense.
bend them very much with my hands. When
Okay.
you hold on, we're just gonna
So
do
you
this shit.
screw it on and then
Hold
you
on.
pull out the rubber
Here's a
and it
gun barrel.
splooges everywhere.
I don't know if everybody does it this way. I was taught to only brush and pull forward the direction the bullet's
Yeah.
going. I might be wrong. Keep
No.
everything moving the same direction.
Well, yeah, and it
So we're gonna,
also
yeah,
you're not pulling dirty shit. You're not pushing it and pulling dirty shit
right.
back there.
We'll pretend we've already brushed. So I put the handled one through here.
Yep.
Right. And then and this is my pistol barrel, but I've got to pull this pretty hard to get it to finally pop through. So those ridges are pretty stiff, but
Hell yeah.
yeah, it yanks it all out, man. I haven't cleaned this one yet, but this one
Hell
needs cleaned. I got so much shit that needs cleaned right now. Can you come clean my guns
Sure, I'd love to. With
and tell me I'm pretty?
it's-
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. Wet hugs and telling each other we're pretty.
I am gonna
Dude.
order some of the Aegis though, dude. Seriously, I just got the last squirt out of my spray bottle of 725, and
Well, keep in mind you could actually win one of the field kits from
well,
Aegis.
how do I do that?
Well, so I got to be honest. I'm a little torn, and I'm looking for some feedback from the people. Right.
Okay.
So for all of you guys in here, I'd love to get some feedback from you. Now, initially, I was just thinking it's a giveaway. So come in, and then we'll do like type a hashtag, and then we'll do the hashtag game shit that
Right.
StreamYard has, right? And make it to where no one like has to get anything, buy anything, or do anything prior to it. And I was like, you know what? It would be much better. Like it would be easier to say, okay, everyone that bought a patch, everyone that buys a PW EDC patch enters the contest, right? But then I was like, that's kind of greedy of me to say like you have to get in by buying a patch. Then I was like, well, maybe people that go like my Instagram page, and then like Aegis' page and Toxic Patchco's page and Giant Green. Everyone has participated in your page because you
Right.
participated in the giveaway with the bits. Um, everyone that's participated, go like them, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, am I gonna ask for 12 fucking screenshots like when when we do
That's
the?
tough. I've done those in the past. You don't have to. No, go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
No,
I
that's
interrupted.
basically it. That's it.
I've done that, and I don't know if it's the right way or the wrong way. But when I do that, there's like I do one step that I can actually do. So I'll be like tag someone in the comment or comment, hashtag glow me up and down. So then all I have to
Nice.
go is that to that one post, right? I'll say either on this video or I did a lot of them on Instagram. I say you go to this Instagram post, right? And you comment this. So all I have to
Yeah.
do is copy all those into like a wheel of names situation. And then whoever comes up, I don't know if it's the right way or the wrong way, whoever comes up, I then go verify that they're on the follow list for all those other people, if that makes sense. If there were 6 different places, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
technically they shouldn't be entered if they don't already, but you're absolutely right. That's a pain in the dick. I'm not going to take like whatever, 1,000, even if it's 200 people and go to 6 different accounts and check all 200 of those names. It's take me all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just decided that everybody that did that first step got entered, and then we spun the wheel. And if you didn't do all the other things that you had to do to be entered, you got deleted off the wheel, and we went to the next guy. Probably not
Yeah.
the right way to do it, but I like
No,
the
I mean it's a good
hashtag thing
way.
through StreamYard. I've seen John do that before, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what the comments are saying. What do they think?
Yeah. I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. I think I know who PM is. Okay. I don't know what that means. Um, must be present to win. Yeah. So just show up and get. So I get that too, but it's like I I don't want to just randomly pull like someone that's just coming in for the first time in the first second when I got people that have been in here for a year. And not to be shitty, but like if someone just happens to, because the stream is going to be popping, right? There's going to be a lot more people
Right.
in there than typical, because number one, we're going to be giving away stuff, so people will stay to the end because everyone's going to get a chance to get P80s or super dope, relatively expensive. They're not, when I say that, I don't mean like overpriced. I mean like they are costly cleaning kits from Aegis, um, JSD shirts, patches from Toxic Patch Co. Like they can get some really good shit. So yeah. Oh, and parts kits, lower parts kits too. So part of me is like, I don't want to just let anyone get in. So therefore, like if I were to say everyone get a patch, but then it's kind of like buying a slot for $10.
Right.
So I don't know. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on it. I know most of you guys are gonna say, yeah, just have it just be free for anyone that can win. And then when some random mofo's come up in here and win a bunch of shit, you're gonna be like, fuck that. It should be the OGs.
Well, is there even a way to like search your subscribers on YouTube or to find out who, like is there some way to
Yeah,
verify that a name subs to you on YouTube? Is there?
yeah.
That wouldn't be
Hold
that
on.
bad. I mean, they could still sub that day,
Yeah,
but
yeah. And it
er,
will show you, if you go to your subs in YouTube Studio on a computer, you can look at your subs and it shows you from the highest sub count people that sub to you, which I got a bunch of people that have like way more subs than I ever considered having, that sub to me for some reason. So thank you. Um, and yeah, it should tell you like when they subbed as well, so it could have been
oh,
that
shit.
day. Yeah, I don't know. People, okay, fine, just give to your favorite glowies. Yeah, gay R15. So we're not giving away gay R15s yet. Um, and personally, I got to say, I'm more fond of the gay K47 build with the dong front grip,
Fair.
because we would actually shape the dong into like a perfect
Excuse me.
penile, uh, a representation of a penile, um, and then
Phallus.
yeah, like a penis bayonet, You know what? Every time we talk about this, they like. So I'm not.
Yeah, we're
Not
not.
even gonna hit
No,
it anymore. Not even
no,
gonna hit it
nope,
because
nope.
we've been lucky so far. We now watch actually. Let's see. Let's check. See what they did. They probably did what I think they do. They always want to do this to me and you. Wow. Wow. It's
What?
still good. It's still good. Wow.
Zip Zerp. That's
Yeah.
fantastic, man.
Yeah, man. Um, yeah, I'll definitely check out the rubbers that you pull out when it splooges everywhere. That's cool to me. Uh, and I like super cool shit like when it comes to cleaning. I never enjoyed cleaning like ever.
I think they were expensive. They're like $7.
That's
But
not too
fuck, the,
bad.
the number of patches that I don't waste anymore. Like I literally just
Oh,
brush it, slurk it, and
yeah,
wipe the tip with a rag, and the barrel's over. I mean, the rest of it, I still spend way too much time. I spend a lot of money on Q-tips.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do like I don't know if everybody does. Like I do some of this shit. Like I'm in here where the plunger is, like
oh yeah.
getting all the little
You got to, you got
blackness
to.
out. I'm in here where the extractor is, man. I brush the extractor on the inside by the breech face and like I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know if everybody does that, but
dude.
uh,
If you like doing that kind of stuff, you are going to love Aegis because it comes with a pack of like Q-tips that are made specifically for cleaning, guns, and
Ooh.
the tip on them is so fine that you can stick it into the rail of a Glock slide and just run it along the side, and it would apply oil to the whole thing. It's so sick.
Oh, I do like a fine tip. Anyway, on that note, what are
Yeah,
we talking about? All right, you can find me at pewtang.com. Dark, come on,
yeah.
tell us. I gotta go to bed.
Buy advice.
Chirp, chirp. Buy
Um,
a vice. No, what's your you do the outro. I'm done. I already did it.
Yeah,
I already
so
did mine.
Putang is done. You can find him at Putang Clan. Ain't nothing with. I'm just kidding. You can find him Putang Clan. He's also Putang Clan on Instagram. And what else? Check out his build videos. He's got quite possibly some of the best build videos out there.
I do what I can.
And yeah, he's super dope. You inspired me to, and not only just you, like you, P80 Ralph, other people I've been kind
Right.
of running into, first time quality, all sorts of people that have inspired me to do my own P80 build video. And when I went down that road, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this like the typical. This is the best way to do it. I was like, this is the cheapest and quickest way to do it. Like you can do it in a back alley, like with an X-Acto knife. Sorry. So Puting does stuff like that, but he does it the right way. And DLD After Dark, you can find us at DLD After Dark. We're also DLD After Dark on Instagram, and we're DLD After Dark on Utreon. Oh, last thing. The other place that you should go, create a community, is Locals. Locals is an excellent platform. I highly recommend it. And for a great, because you can do like, you can live stream holding guns, you can live stream shooting guns, you can live streaming guns, um, you can live stream live guns, you know, you can feed them. No, if you're going to go on Locals, watch how Tui EDU has been kind of unveiling his Locals content. I think you'll be impressed. Um, that's it. Yeah, you got anything else before we do the outro?
No, man, I always get a lot of homework on this show. I'm just kidding. I never do half of it. I get like a sheet like this every time I talk to you. I'm like,
You know what? As long as you shoot a silhouette at 100 yards, and once you
all
hear
right,
that ting, you are going to be
I'm gonna do
you're
it.
going to be a Newman.
No, John Crump is the man, as is Zach Carr, dude. Zach Carr is a gentleman and a scholar.
Hell yeah, agreed. Both. And the safety doc, I would recommend it all of you guys. I am not
Oh,
on the Twitter. I'm not on the Twitter. But check out the safety doc. We're working on getting him to 1,000 subs, and everybody share his shit, share it, cast it onto a TV, leave comments and all that stuff. But leave like really freakishly odd comments that make him wonder why he's trusting our community. Like just
yes.
put like PWEDC or like butthole carry on his. I'm just kidding. Don't mess with him that bad. But he's a great dude, great content. Um, so I'll end it on this. You guys know that I always end it on be kind, right? Being kind is the most inexpensive thing you can do with the most fruitful outcome always. Have the attitude of gratitude, right? I always say a hand that's open to give is open to receive, and you bless others and you'll be blessed. Also, make sure that you are making a concerted effort to become as dangerous as you possibly can be and become a very good person that is skilled in violence. And of course, only for the purpose of self preservation, and use it with extreme discipline. But that's all I got for you, Pootie Tang. What would you like to name the episode?
Oh, what did we just decide it was earlier? Blood and poop? Poop and what was it? Poop and something. Can we not do that?
I'd have to go back. Actually, I remember it
Poop
was
and
somebody's gonna drop
yeah.
it in the comments.
Chat, hurry up. This doesn't
Yeah.
end until you remind us of whatever the poop and something was. You said you're going to name it that, and I was really excited when you said it.
Yeah, but it's got to be from you.
Poop and
because you're talking about my daughter pooping on the door. Poop, piss, and fizz. That sounds terrible.
Who wrote that?
Safety Doc. I'm really surprised to see that from him. Actually,
that dude's he's quick. He's growing on me. I'll tell you that. I don't. I was. No, he's great on your show.
He's one of us.
I really want. Why am I clutching to that poop so badly? That
Poop
I want
and freedom.
that to stay. Poop and freedom. Yeah, I'm right with
Rhodesian pajamas.
Poop squeegee. Rhodesian pajamas. Zert zert.
Zert zert.
I'm just saying.
Name is Zert zert.
How big is a butthole? Yeah,
it varies. It varies. I mean, it could be as wide as this little ring. It could be, it depends because it
Yeah, you just zip zerp zerp.
Zerp. Yeah. I may add zerp zerp to now. Is that ZURT or ZURP? Or do you know how to spell it?
Oh shit, zerp. Mine has a P. I mean, yours might have a T. Yeah, mine's a zerp zerp because it's more sexual with a P. Zerp. I think a T is more robotic.
Yeah, zerp is if you use a P, then it's always more sexual. So I'll definitely do that.
True.
Word, guys, thank you for coming in, tuning in. Y'all are the shiznit, and thank you guys. Be dangerous and stuff. Peace, y'all.
See you.